First, I just want to say thank you, honestly, to our local San Marcos community for coming out. And I sent a tweet out early, but man, Don Coryell and our administration did a phenomenal job every year. They keep setting the bar for themselves higher and higher with involving the local students, and have all these teachers after the game come up to me and say, hey, this meant a lot to our kids. For some of us, it's their first time being on a college campus. As a parent, I just absolutely love that. As a coach, I love that. As somebody in higher education, I love that because that means that we'll have some first-generation Bobcats potentially in the future. And this greater San Marcos area, sometimes we have underrepresented groups. And so to see them in the stands and cheering us on no matter what was just a lot of fun. And seeing our cheer, Coach Jocelyn and her group, getting those kids going. It's really hard for me to hang my head right now after this game, just because the effect immediately afterwards with the community was all love. Was really all love. If you take a look specifically at the game today, it's that fourth quarter that really crushed us. We started chip away, and then within the final seconds of that third quarter, we were within 6, and the team, they played their butts off. That kid hit a really tough three, right? It stretched it to 9, and the mental block of overcoming that hump it was right there. It was pretty tough for us. We gave up way too many second chance opportunities, and they really shot their lights out from the 3 tonight. I will say we didn't make it difficult for them to start out. Those were some comfortable threes. We talked about that. They had their average at half, which was 9. Then we turned around and only gave up 4 in that second quarter, and one of them was that dagger which she hit with our kids contesting it. And that's truly the name of the game there. I mean, they were third overall in scoring offense nationally. That's 350 teams, so that's high octane. And then on top of that, the rebounding margin is 6th nationally. And so I think everyone in our conference has a good understanding of who they are. It's always been like that with Coach Rigby's teams. And for a lot of our newcomers, sometimes you just don't know till you experience it. What I'm saying or what your teammates are telling you throughout practice, like you got to put it on a body on somebody. You've got to get to the glass. You have to do a good job at taking care of the basketball. I think we did a relatively good job at half. I think we only had 7. Looks like here we had 16 overall. But to me, the second chance opportunities are rebounding again. Let's see, overall they shot 45%. In all their losses, they shot under 30. They shot very, very low. The 4 losses they had, and I talked to the team a lot about that. And to me, that's those second chance opportunities, right? Those are easy, high percentage shots. And so that's where we lost the game.
Sorry, Brooke, how tough is it to try and get into a defensive rhythm when you just have a girl like Harriet Winchester seemingly knocking down threes at will, no matter what you throw at her?
It's just tough. I mean, it's always tough when you're playing defense and you think you're there, or you think that your teammates rotating, or they do and they just hit a tough shot. It's just tough on the morale and the mood swings of the game. So I mean, we just have to bounce back when those situations occur.
Saying like even when we think we're there, we're not all the way there because like they was just shooting lights out. So.
Coach, you guys are down 8 to start the game. What did you tell your team during that timeout?
I made them aware that they are shooting very comfortable shots, and this is something that we had talked about from the beginning, and to have an understanding for everyone that was new to playing them that the shot's going up. It doesn't matter now. If it's uncomfortable, the probability goes down. That's going to be a high percentage shot. But if it's comfortable, then that's an issue, and we had to change that. I was okay with what we were getting offensively, and so that's what we talked about, and I think there was an understanding. And they did change that, but it was quite a shock to the system, I'll tell you that, I think, for them, and then just being able to kind of jump back. And they did. We hit a point where we were fighting all the way back. I still go back to that big shot 3 hit, with 2 girls running at her with time and score, and she hits it now, it's extended now to 9.
Did you also feel that injury that happened to Skyline Holmes in the first half kind of emotionally triggered Troy to
it rallies them, right? Japonica, she had tears in her eyes. You could see it. That happens. We had a similar situation last year when Xandra went down. When you have somebody who's a leader on the team, and Skyline's a great player, go down, you generally rally behind your teammates. Let's do that from her. So I understood that. We prayed for her. I thought that was important in that moment to pray for her. Xandra led the prayer, because I don't ever want to see student athletes go down. But I also know that my team understood that because they've been through it before, that this team was going to bring that extra level for them, and they handled it really well. I didn't feel like we gave up anything from a basketball perspective to them because of what happened. I think there's understanding that, damn, that sucks. I hope she's going to be okay. Y'all, we got to get after it because we know that they're going to rally behind their teammate.
What changed between the two halves? Obviously you guys had the lead at one point there in the first, but it kind of slipped a little bit. How did that? When did you feel it start to slip away?
Who are you asking? Anyone?
Yes.
I mean, it was just, I just go back to the confidence boosters that they got from the threes and the rebounds. Like, that's just tough. Like, that brings a team a lot of energy, and when they started getting back in rhythm with their threes and their offense, and they just built up the energy, it was just hard to compete with that.
Now, that being said, though, Brooke, what were some of the positive takeaways? Because one of the things we noticed in that third quarter was y'all were starting to get out in transition a lot better, dodge their high pressure. How were you able to successfully facilitate that, and how will that be able to play into y'all's offensive style going forward?
Well, with any very aggressive team, you can always find the low points that comes with an aggressive defense like that. If there's two doubling the ball, then someone's open, and it's just executing that offense, making good passes, making the right pass, and if it's an extra pass needed, then making that one.
And then, Jose, you had at points you were very locked in with the game. You were having success, at least down low. What did you learn today going up against a team that, like we said, Troy is leading the country in rebounding, so I'm sure it was a very physical test for you going down there.
You just gotta be more aggressive on the offensive and defensive boards, stopping, containing them on the drives, just rebounding.
Coach Z, y'all know you're capable of putting together great stretches. I mean, you're just coming off a 4-game win streak, so what'll be the key to resetting and just moving past this game now that it seems like crunch time is really here as we make it to the final 2 weekends of conference play?
Well, in this case, the translation is going to be very simple because we're going up against another really good offensive team. Right, they were undefeated in the preseason. They've had their lumps as well. Obviously, they play a game tonight that I'll have an opportunity to watch against UTA. Is going to be able to turn around and make sure that we defend both inside and out. They got a kid who's just awesome in the paint. She's a sophomore now, and I think as coaches, we understood this kid was going to be pretty darn good. She gives them an inside presence that like no one else has truly to me in this conference. That's going to be difficult, as well as they've got some shooters and some young kids that are really good at being shifty that are going to really test our defense. So being able to turn around defensively and do a good job of forcing tough shots and getting those rebounds and then running in transition.